After 2 consecutive summers of disastrous flooding, many Vermont towns are working on flood mitigation projects. Our Haley Morgan takes us to Johnson, a village brainstorming new ideas ahead of Tropical Storm Debbie.
People in the village of Johnson are on edge as Tropical Storm Debbie threatens another round of heavy rain.
We were like, oh my God, like what's going to happen if it floods this year?
Damian Cross and his family moved to Johnson this year to start their business in town. When they heard about last year's flooding, they wasted no time to prepare, installing barriers in their basement. As Debbie's wrath looms, they, like other Vermonters, hope high waters don't return.
They're reinforcing all the walls with more cement so you know, it's more structurally sound. We have a bunch of sandbags that we can put up to try to defer some of the water, but who knows how much water is going to come.
Johnson is one of the many local communities working with the Lamoille County Planning Commission to develop flood mitigation projects. The group has 30 different projects on their radar for the next couple years. A model for their work is the Cambridge Greenway Bridge. During previous flooding events, the bridge clogged the Lamoille River, triggering flooding in areas like Jeffersonville. It's since been raised and now helps minimize the devastating effects of flooding.
The water was just so high that the village still did have flooding, but the engineers we talked to said that this bridge probably got about 45 extra minutes for first responders to respond.
The commission says before the bridge was raised, at least 8 floods caused more than $800,000 worth of damage. Residents in the area remain worried for their community if Debbie hits hard.
Now having to deal with flooding and a lot of our towns being around our floodplains and close to our rivers, I think a lot of people may be thinking about leaving Vermont, and that is also really sad too because a lot of our culture comes from our community.
Reporting in Johnson, Haley Morgan, Channel 3 News.